So we bring the palm together. Inhale to begin. Om Namo De Namo Om Namo De Namo Om Namo De Namo Ad Gure Name Chugad Gure Name Sat Gure Name Siri Gurudev Name Ad Gure Name Chugad Gure Name Sat Gure Name Siri Gurudev Name Ad Gure Name Jugat Gure Name Sat Gure Name Siri Gurudev Name. So welcome for this Time is Now. For those who are joining, maybe we spent the afternoon in Kundalini Update, so we were already a whole bunch of practitioners. And now it's more about sort of a guidance and orientation for this amazing months we are crossing. Since last month, things are changing and shifting. April is definitely, we used to talk about since the beginning of the year and even before, we are in an ending process where the structure of pyramids, top down, is falling apart. And it's going to be a change based on the grassroots, bringing up the level. So the ending, the good news of the ending is done. You may expect a total collapse of the planet, change of poles, or I don't know what, atomic bomb things. But if you open your eyes from the heart and you look clearly to where we are on this planet, then the ending is done. Nothing will come back as it was before, and not only in France, in Europe, but all over the world. And not necessarily in the direction of what people wanted to go. Things are stopped. So there is a completely change of the chessboard, and we can see this every day. The consequence, it's slow. So we have to be also patient, that we are not to be projective any dramatic things. It's happening organically, day by day, and the collapse is there. So this month is really, really the time to start new, start off. Don't focus on the ending, focus on the start. So the shift is there, and the new beginning can happen. All the energy are here, and some of you probably feel this Eris energy of fire. Shiva is coming for the end of the process, but is also coming to activate our motivation, give fuel in our capacity to create and regenerate and be reborn. So the first requirement is elevate your altitude, elevate your frequency. This is, 40 years we're teaching Kundalini Yoga all over the planet. And people took it like, I would say, vacation. Yeah, we do this, wow, we feel high. And then 5 years later, you put, water in the thing, and then you're watering the practice, and your sadhana become weeks and everything goes. This is not an option. Today, if you do not raise your frequency, you're not going to be able to take the wave. You see what I mean? The surf people, they take the wave at the right moment, the right time, to just make it with the power of the ocean itself. We need to surf on time. And for this, you need to be above time, not below. So, and you cannot continue to be a slave of your habits and your limitation, your shadow self, and have 100 excuses to be depressed. I'm sorry about that, but it's a choice. We were working this afternoon on that choice, whether you choose to be a victim of time and circumstances or you behave yourself as a winner, doesn't matter what. There is no battle to fight outside, it's really within yourself. Same about peace. There will be no peace as long as our own mind is not in peace. So you need to take ownership and responsibility. And if we project that everything will come from individual, not from masses, each one of us is responsible. There will be no group, there will be no ism anymore. That's why all religion fall apart, all politic parties fall apart, all big philosophy that we had the last 200 years are disappearing. Because the only philosophy is the now, and the now and you, your true identity. So we are teaching this 40 years now. Who is your Satnam? Who is it? Who is that person in you that is true, authentic, unlimited? So you cannot find it from resonance. You cannot find it from logic. You cannot find it in a book. You just find it through experience, embracing your essence by rising your frequency. That's why we need to practice Kundalini today, is not to be enlightened or to escape, use Kundalini like ayahuasca or any sort of ersatz of enlightenment, but it's time to be truly enlightened, and it's not so complicated. You don't need 10 years now, we don't have the time. Time is now. That's why I call it this way. But the only now is your time. So are you going to get the catch, or are you going to miss the train? Yeah. It's really heavily on each individual. If you imagine a little bit what would be a humanity where people really, really, truly, unconditionally love each other. Just close your eyes. Remember the song of the 60s, yeah? We were dreaming. This was the time to dream. Dream is over. Now is the time to manifest and to create that and to keep your frequency, because it's not depending on anybody else. There is no system, there is no economy, there is no politics. The crisis is a crisis of humanity as whole. We have to shift. And time is now. So take the flow, take the wave, jump and start now. And you can do a lot if you sit with yourself. I think you are limited. You sit 11 minutes and it's already your knees bothering, your back is there, and the noise in the street and the children are disturbing. You need more. You need 2.5 hour practice every day. Remember through the day, 5 times at least. You understand the practice? The old traditional practice. They were not stupid. But you have to do it by yourself. You have to create your own personal religion. You have to create your own discipline. And it's not enough to get up in the morning if at midday you totally forgot who you are. So how can you keep a permanence and immerse yourself in this field of all potentiality and possibility? You have no idea how big, how immense you are as a being. So, and if you merge by chance one morning when it was a high, obviously at 10 o'clock you forgot. So now we cannot afford this anymore. We don't have that luxury of time to waste. It's really now go into the now, and as long as you cross the day, remember, this is your permanent meditation. Padmasambhava taught us the first meditation is mindfulness. Just apply your awareness through your action, but remember who is here, who is doing this. And if you don't do this from true self, everything else is waste. Yeah, and that's where the ending process is. Those people who have no sense of access of other dimension of being human, they're just going to drop out. And I think there will be a lot of waste. But you are here on the screen and you are practicing many years. So it's time to be real, to be authentic, and nourish your connection to your soul and to your true self. That is the requirement, the first requirement. If you're not in that frequency, anything else is just bullshit and philosophy. We are over the time of philosophy. We are not teaching anything about theory of beautiful future. This is gone. The future is now, and now is beautiful. It's the most beautiful day you can ever face. If you focus on your breath, focus on the calm, peaceful mind, yeah, and bring your true self as a beacon, yeah, radiant, bring the light to others, inspire others, elevate others. If you cannot elevate yourself, how can you elevate others? So many fake teachers in four corners of this planet who pretend teaching something they don't master. You know, fill up the glass first, feel yourself fulfilled, and then spill out, then share. So first, discipline, that is the guarantee of your autonomy. Do you understand this word, autonomy? This is not a social or left-hand concept. Autonomy is your birthright. You are born to breathe by yourself. You are born to stand by yourself. And you are born to survive in this world by yourself, in collaboration with others, but by yourself first. So that's autonomy is a necessity, and you cannot reach autonomy if you do not elevate yourself in the field of potentiality that are not limited. Otherwise, anybody will buy you on your limitation. It's so easy to attract people who are missing something to buy anything to any price. Yeah, and that's the strategy of marketing. Get out of this system of marketing. Yeah. You have nothing, you're not for sale and you're nothing to buy. You've got everything you need. But recognize it. Recognize your unlimited capacity today. And do this through the day. This will bring you to the step 2, is honor your sovereignty. Nobody can buy you, but if you have clarity, you know, the mismatch of misinformation is absolutely dramatic. People are excited about this little tablet, and more they look at it, more confused they are, because information are crisscrossing against, and people want to sell you, and they catch you like fish in the ocean. You know, the strategy of hunting, these people are professional. So don't get behavior like a fish. The time of water is over. We are flying in the air, just raise above. But how can you honor specifically who you truly are, your Satnam? So that when you merge in the morning before the light, in the true essence of yourself, you need to immerse yourself again and again. So that means you have to repeat this every day. And as long as you can stay in that frequency is so, so, so important. The length of time you are immerse yourself in this unlimited space and repeat. Japa. You remember? Nanak says, jap. You know, when you touch, you're touched by the 8 characteristic of the divine, then how can you embody that? Japa. At such, Jugat such, be such, Nanakosi be such. Repeat the Kundalini Nad, how you awaken this dragon in you. That's the meaning of At Sat Jugat Sat be Sat. It is a 3.5 beat, it's a Laya yoga practice. It's a concentrate bomb of spirituality in few words. If you repeat this rapidly, constantly, you will awaken your Kundalini just by this. Yeah? So it's important to remember, to repeat, to wake up every day, stay in the space of unconditional, unlimited qualification, and then remain there as long as you can. Why? Because you're not going to dream in that space. You're not going to have a special transcendental mushroom vision. You're just going to be touched by a frequency that if you are long enough in that ocean, when you come back in the time and space, it will make you see the world differently. You will not be reactive like usual. It will pacify your perception with your 5 senses, and it will make you, drive you to act in a way that is aligned with the oneness. And this is the most demanding now, that every one of us align to the oneness by yourself alone and manifest. And together we'll make it. For that, you need strength, you need guts, you need power. So just waking up is not enough and be awakened, but then you need to develop a power to create. This is the hard mantra. We have worked on that today. How can you create a creation aligned on the oneness? That's not your personal power. You need to be in good shape and very healthy and a robust body to channelize divine will, to be at the service, to surrender, and to be guided. So that's the guts. The guts is not to use your personal will to manipulate and to save your skin on the cost of others. That's what we have been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years. All the colonization ever you can remember, human beings have exploited other human beings to do their own big project. How can we do this? This time is over. This is ending. So now is the time of collaboration, cooperation, teamwork, inspire each other, and let's build the world together for each other, not on the cost of each other. So this is a very fundamental Aquarian principle. And now we are really, really starting. So wherever you can, in even the smallest project you may have, just try to apply this conscious and unlimited, unconditional love, be authentic and collaborate with each other, support each other. So surrender to divine will is an absolutely requirement, a must. And this is by a time of incredible power development. The fire of Aries that is there, I was saying, is another shape of Shiva. Shiva was coming for the ending and is going to burn, and this is not finished. We are in a process. If the ending is done, the fire continue. If you have ever been in the forest to see this guy who burned like heads of fire, it can continue to burn for months. So when I say the ending is there, it doesn't mean the fire stop. It's just that this process of ending will completely be completed. We don't know when. But the time for us to drop, to end stuff, and now focus on the new. Shift is start, create. So this is very, very important. And then you have this new coming of energy that make you, if you get strong, if you get the guts, if you get the power, you have two options. Whether you express it violently, impressing the world around, and that's what we start to see. I mean, this energy is available for everybody. You can be called Trump or tramped, but everybody gets it. So people are intimidating, they are fighting, they are making even a bigger sense of split, create a split wherever you can. That's one strategy, using your power to be in control because you're afraid to lose control. But the other way is not to go for violence. This is violence. When you see all the leaders today, they're going to fall killed by their own violence. They think they can control. They are holding the last hope of their life. Even if they are billionaires, they're going to lose this whole thing. So they hold on, and you can see is the whole world is shaking. And if you use the power like this, you're going to lose it. So I advise you heavily, go for nonviolence. See how effective it was. A guy like Gandhi, when the British colonization was totally blocking and controlling the whole India, this little guy came almost naked with just a linen cloth, waking up at 4 o'clock every morning and bringing self-esteem to the Indian who lost it completely. And they stood peacefully facing the cannonball, and they won. So I think we have to remember that there are other options than the war and the effective fight, but there is another way to fight with your love, with your courage, and standing for values that others want to abuse and abuse you with it. Or you cannot tolerate to continue to share your skills, your know-how, all your good things for people who are dedicating the company or the whole work they do for betraying your most dear values. How can you continue going to a job where people exploit you and spit on your value? This time is over. We need to stand for who we really are as an individual, as human being. Be decent, be noble, stand sovereign, and defend that. That's the fight. Never accept to compromise your sovereignty and your nobility. You can't do that. They take you for stupid. How can you continue to stand like this? You know? So honor your higher spirit, stand for it. That's all you have to do. You don't need to fight. And give up when it's a place where nobody wants to respect you, honor you as a human being. We are not slave of other people. Slavery and victimized is done. Time to stand up and honor who you are and your status. So remember, Gandhi even invite people to, do civil resistance. We will have to go to a place like this when you see the level of absolute betrayal of the leaders at the moment. It's huge. And every day, you're going to be falling on your bum to realize how many billions of your taxes have been used for personal needs. You need to defend that your needs will be met when you are you. If you are honoring your true self, your needs are legitimate. Nobody can stop that. So, but we need to change gears. We need to stand in a new way. And this is taking a lot of courage. So Dharma is Dharma. The universe is ruled by permanent laws. But there is another law, is impermanence. Everything is changing constantly. So focus on the impermanence. Be the change. Be with the change. And be the one who brings the change. And not get stuck against the old that is ending and this is already done. Yeah? So this what means Dharma for me. Is not to conform to any sort of turban and stuff, outfit that you pretend you belong to something. We don't need to belong to anything, just to yourself. And honoring yourself is the best religion. And that's what Nanak was saying, you know. If you consider the other human being, your brothers and sisters, there is no highest religion than that. And how can you dedicate your life to serve and support others? This is now a time for practicum. It's not a time for philosophy. And the space is open for that. And I think that's what will bring the change. So it's an amazing, exciting moment to go through. I mean, I spent my whole life knowing we're going to go there. And we are here. So I'm very, very, how can I say, rejoicing. Of course, not for those who die and the people, unfortunately, are on the wrong place in the wrong moment and are submit to incredible, killing system where violence is so extreme that human beings are worse than beasts to each other. And this is happening in every corner. So let's bless this soul that are dying, and may they die with honor and sovereignty. But there is not much we can do when this is open now. It has to fall by itself. And time is there for it, so it will not go forever. It will stop. Nobody knows when. But do you want to participate and contribute to the war by just sustaining in yourself a reactive self, Or can you expand to a much more biggest tolerance about what is? Because what is what has to be. We cannot change what is today. We only change who we are facing this today, so it will create another tomorrow. If we all focus on war, we're going to end up in a disaster. If now we're able, in the middle of the confusion, to have clarity, strength, and discipline, we're going to contribute to manifest a world that is human, the Aquarian world that is coming. So to be an island of peace, as we know, all is mind. Everything comes from the mind. The mind manifests everything. The mind is extremely powerful. And the frequency, when I say change frequency, is mostly the frequency of your mind. Yeah. We need to merge in what we call Buddhi mind in Kundalini Yoga, which is beyond duality. But to train this mind, we need meditation. And if the mind cannot reach a space, a frequency of peace and neutrality, then we'll not be able to participate and bring the new. So a beautiful practice in yoga is the correlation between the mind and the breath. You can stop eating 40 days if you drink, yeah? You can stop drinking for 10, 11 days, then you dried out. But you can't breathe, stop breathing more than 5 minutes, even if you have a very strong training and crazy yogis, maybe. But most of us, after 3 minutes of not breathing, we're dead. So breath is the most important relationship we need to have because we are hanging on that breath. Our lives depend on that breath. So, and that breath has to be long, deep, balanced, and correlated to our consciousness. The paradox of breath is that you can sleep and still breathe. And that's a miracle. It's the first miracle. You don't have to think of breathing, otherwise many people will be dead very soon. So, but if you start to put the awareness on the breath, this is change the whole bargain. Because what's going to happen is the breath that brings the life will start to bring you into the essence of life. And the essence of life is the mind. So following your breath, it's one of the basic, most fundamental practice Padmasambhava gave us is mindfulness. Yeah, some others, they do vipassana. It's the same. Mindfulness is join the breath and the awareness. And then you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And the cognition at the end is that you can correlate to any object outside as you cut, you dissolve the separation between you and the whole creation. That's the ultimate cognition, that we recognize each one around us as us. We are a tree, we are the ocean, we are the sky, we are the sun. We are absolutely everything if you can sense it, if you can recognize it in your frequency. And the short way, the shortcut to get there is through the breath. So when you put the awareness on the breath and you slow down the rhythm of breath, you're slowly going to focus yourself so deeply and anchor yourself in this impermanence, because the breath is constantly changing from inhaling, exhaling, and through the time it's totally changing. It's slowed down, everything is moving. So you start to hang on this impermanence and you dive into this impermanence and you're going to find this steadiness, the awareness, the presence of yourself in the middle of the change. So I think this is what I will invite you to practice this time, is the awareness of your breath. We already started this afternoon, but we'll go deeper tonight. So this is my resume for this time. It is start to talk, start. And start moving into action and refrain from the urge. Even though the fire wants you to go and run, we don't run after anything. We are not going anywhere. So there is no philosophy that sells you any better tomorrow. We are using this fire to bring our presence into the world. We have been ignored. We have been the petty quantity, useless as long as it contributes to stay like a ship and contribute to make, I would say, oligarch or billionaires. But this time is over, that money is falling apart. We are not here to fill up the pocket of people who have absolutely zero respect of who you are as a human being. So, and nobody will respect you if you don't start by respecting yourself. So this is what Yogi Bhajan brought us, is a self-dignity and self-nobility. They bring you to the sovereignty and to your own divinity. So we are here to manifest the shift of human being is this, that the most humble person has to be divine, because this is his essence, but he has to realize, as long as you do not realize your divinity, who's going to do it? Not your neighbor, not your fiancé, not your wife, husband. Nobody is here to guarantee your spirituality. You are the only one. And you're totally alone facing that. So this is what we first need to accept, that it's not going to come from anybody around. There will be no system and nothing that's going to support us if we do not start by supporting ourselves, by ourselves, alone. This aloneness is far away from solitude or people who are suffering of isolation and be alone. Yeah? No, aloneness is the best stage you can be, is embracing who you are with yourself. And this is not alone. You're never alone when you have this conversation. And that's meditation. So I think the coming back of Shandi, you know, this amazing symbol that the femininity riding a lions with a sword that chased the demon. At the minute where the rise of the evil spirit are growing and growing every day, we can see this everywhere, definitely is the time for Shandi to come back and to cut this down to zero. So the energy of war can be turned either way. Yeah? If it is the feminine, peaceful warrior energy, we're going to ask for truth. We're going to ask for justice and equality. And this is Shandi, you know, she restores the balance between people and not go on the battlefield where people are following duality and kill each other for no reason, really. There is never one good reason for war. There is no. And there is 1,000 reasons for maintaining the status and respect, honoring human being and the rest of the creation. So here we are. So I'm going to present the practice for this time. So as I say, self-reliance and self-reliance is find the Satnam within you. Yeah, and when you find this, is a little moment of samadhi. So people are looking samadhi, oh my God, I have to do 20 years sadhana and I don't know what kind of exercise, stand on the head for 20 hours. Nothing like this, you know, just open yourself to the bliss, open yourself and just look at yourself. Your true self is right there. It's not hiding, it's not lying, it's just there. So we do this kriya, it's a sit and in a easy pose, and you inhale powerfully, and you will repeat Satnam, 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 Sat 6 times. Waheguru. and you bring your hands to the heart center where the bliss is, where you can enjoy it. Waheguru. That's the mantra of bliss. Yeah. Inhale, powerfully bring your arms up, hands up, palm pushing each other. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Yeah? You want to do that? So it's a powerful inhale, and the exhale, inhale all what you need just to say the mantra after. So it's not like a full. It's like Satnam, 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 Waheguru. That the air should be out. And then, so it's an inhale very high here between the shoulder, the collarbone, and the diaphragm up. No? Satnam, 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 Waheguru. So here we go. Close your eyes and just feel who you are when you are fully real, when you are authentic, when you have no compromise. You stand for honoring your true self, not your egomaniac self, of course. This you can do. So here we go. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Satnam, 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 Waheguru.
Make sure you're sharing your sounds because we couldn't hear the sound.
Waheguru. Keep going. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 One more time. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Keep your hands to your heart chakra. Breathe long and deep and totally appreciate your true self. What is the most authentic in you? What is not conditioned to limitation? What is not bound to location, to places? What is in you beyond time? Just find it. That's your Satnam. Each one of us is very unique. And you are the only one who can manifest that Satnam. And of course, all together we are Satnam. But honor yourself. That's your true self. Feel it. Sense it. Be it. Okay. Inhale deep. Exhale. So the second practice is another pranayama. We will inhale. This is about bringing peace within through the breath, holding the breath, and then projecting peace all around us. So you know this mudra, some people call it Christ mudra, or see, you wish the peace to everyone, Pax Vobis, peace be with you all, yeah? And that's your certainty, nobody can deroot you from that intention. I wish peace to everyone, yeah? And we're going to do it. Inhale, you fill up your stomach, not the chest. Make a big belly, don't be shy. Anyway, you have one, so. And then you hold it there. And the trick is you bring this air up to the chest and then down. So it's the inner massage with the air 11 times, holding the breath. So, and it goes. You understand? You bring the air all the way up like a balloon hanging up so the stomach comes in, and then you bring it down in the stomach. And again, you don't breathe, just the air you have breathed the first time. 11 times. So you go up, you hold just a little second, up, up, down, up. When you bring the air up, you can just bring all the prana up, so all the energy is going up, so it's more than just up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's not fast, it's conscious. You bring to the highest place possible, hang yourself up, and then down, bring it down. 11 times for one breath, then you exhale. Inhale again, big balloon. And here we go. Uh, 11 times, exhale. Inhale again, and we continue like this. So you're going to charge yourself of healing energy and power, prana. Ready? Close your eyes, bring your arms in this mudra. Inhale, fill up your big belly and start to moving the air up and down. And you bring healing in all meridians, all parts of yourself. Move the air, move out the air. Very high, very down, very high, very down. 11. Last minute. Maybe one breath if you do it slow. And inhale deep to end. Inhale deeply. Exhale. It's a very powerful pranayama. Well, we're going to go even deeper now. So this is what we've started in the Kundalini update. There are different steps in becoming mindful through the breathing and the pranayama. So the base pranayama is a long, deep, slow breath. Try to make it that the inhalation and exhalation is similar, and it has to be comfortable, but slow and deep. If you're too deep, you're going to suffocate. So better start a little bit less deep, and slowly when you relax, it can go more exhaling, but the inhaling should be the same, yeah? As much as we inhale, as much we exhale. So this is long, deep breath, which is stomach, side, chest, upper chest, and reverse. Upper chest, side, stomach, down pubis, yeah? So this we call long, deep breath, everybody knows. The first focus, we want to focus on counting the breath. And you will count up to 10. If you miss the count, because there are distraction, the mind goes berserk, you go back to 1. If you succeed to 10, go deeper and continue. That's what we have done this afternoon. This was the first step. So we're going to go that first step. And then I will guide you where to move the focus. So we continue to go deeper and deeper. So you can do the mudra with 2 fingers, like index and Jupiter. And Saturn, sorry. Jupiter and index is the same. So this is the time and space. You're holding time and space by the tail. And the arms are open, so the energy circulates in the arms. So you have your wrist on your knees. And you stand straight. The spine should be very, very straight. And the chin in, not the chin like this, not the chin down, not the spine round. Try to bring it straight. You close your eyes, and the first, remember, count up to 10. When you reach 10 without mistake, with remembering every time, long inhale, long exhale is 1. You don't count inhale 1, exhale 2. It's inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Okay? So that's, we have already practiced, but I guess you like it, no? It totally messes you up and you realize how short you are in memory. You cannot go up to 10 that you already lost. Huh? So forgive yourself. Every time you miss it, forgive yourself and go back to 0. 1 to 10, and see. And after, I will guide you to progress in other focus. But this is the first centering of the breath on counting how many breaths you are doing. So the observer has to count. And you are the doer and the observer. And you have to have this relationship. So here we go. Close your eyes. And you start by yourself, counting and inhaling long, deep, exhaling long, deep. guess you completed 2 times 10 at least. Continue to focus now to the breath coming in, but follow the air as far and deep you can do in the physical body, in your lungs, in these little bags. The sensation it creates when you inhale, the refreshing breath coming in, how far you can follow the breath. And when you exhale, find it where it comes from and how it comes out through your nostril. Follow the movement now, observe when the breath goes in and when the breath goes out, without losing yourself. Be constantly on the flow of breath. Feel the fresh air, how far deep it goes and reach inside your body. And then from deep inside, how it comes out warm through the nostril. Again, we're gonna follow 10 breaths. We completed this 10 conscious breath following the air in our physical body. We're going to move now our concentration, attention, to the Bindu in the Brahma cave within the third eye area inside your head. Look inside your head. And from that place, we are in touch with the sensory system or the emotional body. Just watch what thought, emotion, and feelings that are there coming up. And try just to watch as they are, not hoping they would be different, not changing it. And when they are demoting thoughts, bringing you into a stage of victim, just cut. That's your choice. I do not need to think like this, even though you can see it. Within your third eye cave, from that bindu of neutrality, just watch. What's your feeling? What's your thoughts? Watch it without changing it, as it is. We are entering the body-mind together. Sit as an observer and just welcome what is as it is. Don't try to hope it will be different. Let it come, let it go, all the thoughts. You start to observe where the thoughts come and you let them go, evaporate. And if you get caught emotional, just decide, choose. It's like the bindu is breathing, where you concentrate within your head. You can watch present thoughts and unpresent thoughts the same, without trying to change. Okay, last inhalation. And relax your attention. So if you now, even you have your eyes open, observe your mind, you probably find the mind very peaceful, isn't it? So it's a very effective practice. You can do this before going to bed or several times a day when you feel overwhelmed or under pressure and stress. Just take a time. You go with, you can do 3 times 7 minutes. The first part is just count. Keep on counting until your mind is able to be fixed and calm down and not in distraction. Then you enter the body through the breath, with the breath. Try to follow the breath. Another 7 minutes. Or you can do 3, yeah? You can. But the first part is better to do it longer. And then you go and start to just sit on the seat of the clear vision. Just observe what comes through your mind, sensation. So this is body-mind complex. Feelings, emotions, drama, images, whatever comes. And just embrace, accept, welcome what is as it is, not trying to change it. Yeah? Accept your feelings, accept what the body tells you, and make that connection between mind and body with a full observance and approval of what you feel as it is. It's a very, very first step in practice of focus your attention, bring the mind into peace. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. For the months, more you can calm down and bring the mind into peace, more you can generate this peace around you, and not just 1 meter. When your mind is totally at peace, you can reach 7,000 kilometers from here. People will feel it. So this is an interesting thing. Your stage, we are all interconnected, and the stage of your frequency affects everybody. So don't think you are unimportant. You are very important. Okay, so we wanted, so just a few announcements that our level 1 will start in May. And before, we wanted to offer a Q&A, question and answer, for those who would be interested or want to know what is in our awakening level 1. And it will be the 9th next week at 7 p.m. All those who want, you just need to register on the website and we'll send you the link. We want people who are interested and motivated. And then we are available to really share with you all the questions you may have. But you have to sign up. And then the festival we do this year, it's a celebration of 25 years Le Martinet. It's an amazing moment, a turning time where everything is really expanding and getting, so it's getting very exciting. We expanded to 6 days. It used to be, 3 days tantra, but now we have 3 days with celebration, amazing singers from all over the world. Very great teacher and a super program the first 3 days and then 3 days deep into the tantra. So wish you join us. Okay. I wish you peace, bliss, and good practice. Thank you for joining us and see you next month. Inhale deep. Sa. 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 Bless you. Much peace to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hey. Okay.